major symptom, it is nothing but inflammation of liver, right? And in the case of viral hepatitis, see this hepatitis, it can be caused due to drugs, chemicals, alcohol, and also virus. Okay, so here we are talking about the viral hepatitis. The viral hepatitis. Okay, so if you see the viral hepatitis, okay, there are different types of viral hepatitis with a different causative agent. Okay, it is of let us say 5 actually different types. Okay, so causative agent, for causative agent, this is the table. Causative agent and mode of transmission, how it is transferred. Right. So for that, if you see within this, we can make the disease, okay, virus, name of the virus, okay, and mode of infection. Right. So these 3 things will be saying. So hepatitis are of 5 types. Already when we were giving the list, I told you, right? Then the virus is also of 5 types. With respect to its genetic material, also little differences are there. For that, I will make here the column and mention the genome. Okay, so here I can mention the genome. Right. Now, hepatitis A. Hepatitis A. Hepatitis B. Hepatitis C. Hepatitis D. Hepatitis. Who is this installing things? Huh? Who was it? Did anyone see the name?
Sorry, sir.
Sriram. Next time if it gets repeated, I'll remove without any information. Next, the causative agent, the virus. Virus for hepatitis A is hepatitis A virus. Here hepatitis B virus, hepatitis C virus, hepatitis D virus, and hepatitis E virus. Okay. And the genome means the genetic material. Here it is single-stranded RNA. Okay. And here it is the double-stranded DNA. Okay. And in remaining single-stranded RNA, single-stranded RNA, single-stranded RNA. SS means a single-stranded, DS means double-stranded. This also you don't know because for you till now genetics is not done. Okay. But remember, single-stranded DNA and single-stranded RNA, double-stranded DNA, double-stranded RNA, these are the abbreviations. Okay. How is it getting transferred? The mode of infection, if you see, this is by fecal-oral method. Fecal-oral method in the sense by contaminated food and water. This by blood transfusion and sexual contact. Even the hepatitis C and hepatitis D also seen. Okay, and hepatitis E, if you see, fecal oral. Okay, so these STDs, hepatitis B, C, and D. Okay, this can be taken as STD also. Sexually transmitted diseases, right? So they can be taken as STDs. Okay, I hope that's clear about the causative agent and the mode of transmission. Okay, next, general symptoms. If required, we can take with respect to A, B, and A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so symptoms. Okay, so with respect to A, hepatitis A. Okay, so over here, it is a mild form, right? And in this case, generally seen in children and young adults, seen in small children and young adults. Okay, here there will be loss of appetite. We can also take anorexia. Okay, then nausea, vomiting sensation. Okay, diarrhea, loose motions, fever. Okay, fever, and eventually jaundice. Jaundice may appear. Right. Recovery within 4 to 6 weeks. Within 4 to 6 weeks, a person will get recovered also. So not so much of issue. Then hepatitis
Sir,
B.
but they'll say if we'll get jaundice, we'll die, no, sir.
Who said this fellow?
Sir,
No one is dying because of jaundice. No one is dying because of jaundice.
Sir, one doctor died due to jaundice.
Due to malaria also some may die. Means you can't say that malaria is 100% fatal, right? That's why I said, see, general things you ask in the evening. Don't waste time here about general things. Okay, so here it can also be a STD, Okay, can even get spread by saliva. HIV does not get spread, but this can get spread by saliva and tears. HIV does not get spread by saliva or tears, but here it gets spread. Okay, virus can be present in a body for years, for several years. Okay, and it will lead to cirrhosis. It is damage to liver.
Sir, what is meaning by appetite, sir?
Appetite is hunger. Who is this asking appetite now? Appetite word, since beginning of the diseases we are using this word appetite, that is hunger. And after we are about to finish the diseases, you are asking what is appetite. My God. Okay, and there is a possibility of cancer. Possibility of cancer. Okay, and remember, for this particular disease, vaccines are available. Vaccines are available. Okay, hepatitis B vaccines are given. Right. Next, if you see hepatitis C, for C, hepatitis C. Uh, Generally, what happens? It is also called as non-A and B hepatitis. Non-A and B hepatitis. Okay. Symptoms similar to B, similar to hepatitis B. Okay, and leads to liver cancer. Leads to liver cancer. Okay. Then about D. See, an interesting thing about D, a person must be co-infected. It occurs only in person co-infected with B. If a person is having hepatitis B, only then that person can suffer from hepatitis D. Okay, is it clear? And this is very severe. It is very severe form. Very severe form. Okay, and fatality rate is high. Very high fatality rate. Okay, compared to any other, this will have a very high fatality rate. Liver damage, cancer will be seen. Right. Then E, hepatitis E. Okay, if you see over here, most likely females are affected. More effect in a pregnant female. Okay, more effect in pregnant female. Okay, over here, no cirrhosis or no chronic liver disease. Okay, here liver is not so much damaged. Okay, so it will spread like hepatitis A. Okay, but fatality rate in case of pregnant female only is comparatively high. Okay, I hope it's clear about this. So with this, we conclude our viral diseases. Yes.
Sir, what you wrote the word next to damage to liver in B?
Cirrhosis.
Cirrhosis.
IRRHOSIS.
Okay, sir.
So this is about the viral disease. Now,
A little bit up.
fungal disease. Common fungal diseases. Okay, in this we'll be talking about a disease called as ringworm. And I told you again and again, don't get confused. Ringworm is a disease. Is a fungal disease. So wherever they give options related to the worms, helminthic worms or certain other types of worm, for example, earthworm, hookworm and all, in that what they do, in order to confuse you, they add ringworm. Okay, so people just see the worm and think that it is some type of animal. Okay, ringworm is not an animal, ringworm is a disease. Okay, the causative agent, if you see, okay, so ringworm is caused by many fungi, belonging to genera. Okay, there are 3 genera. Let us see what are those 3 genera. 3 genera are Microsporum, okay, Trichophyton, trichophyton, and epidermophyton. Okay, so belonging to these three genera. Okay, the fungi are related to this. Okay, and we can say it is one of the most infectious, most common infectious disease of man, women also, but generally for human we use the word man, right, commonly, right? And mode of transmission, if you see, how a ringworm gets transmitted, tell me.
Skin contact.
Direct
Contact.
contact.
Direct contact.
Direct contact.
Yes, direct contact from soil or infected region.
For
A
my
person who is suffering from ringworm, if you touch the infected part, you may get ringworm, isn't it? And this fungi is the spores of the fungi are present in the soil. If you come in contact with that contaminated soil, you will get that. Okay, and it is also formite borne. Okay,
sir,
formite borne.
sir, even in our body, if we touch somewhere and it will touch somewhere in our body, there also it can spread. No, sir.
Yes, that's what. Not direct contact means if you in your body in some area you have ringworm, if you touch that infected part and touch some non-infected region, there you'll get ringworm again. Formite borne means touch of contaminated objects. Okay. See, do you know that the people say you should not use others' handkerchiefs,
Yes, sir.
towel, comb and all. Okay. So our ancestors have said that you should not use others' combs and all also, right? You should not share. There is a reason. Means they knew that there are many infectious diseases that can be formite borne. Okay. So if you use towels, so for example, generally this ringworm and all in hospitals it is more common because in hospitals people share towels and all everything, right? Okay, and they are very unhygienic. So in that conditions, ringworm may develop and it can easily get transferred from one person to another. So whenever you are in a hospital, you should be very careful. Okay, you
Fungal
should keep
diseases
yourself clean.
Fungal diseases are common in hospitals.
Fungal diseases are common in all. That's what I'm saying, na? Because people don't keep cleanliness at home. Your mother or anyone else will be just pushing you around to go and take bath to be clean. If you're not clean, they will scold you and all, right? But in hostels, you are to yourself, right? Sometimes you will not bath for days. The infections may develop. Symptoms, if you see, the very common symptom is dry scaly lesions. Dry scaly lesions on various body parts. On various body parts. Okay, like skin, nails, scalp. Okay, on the scalp. Okay, and then if you see, there will be itching sensation in the lesions. There will be itching sensation. Okay, and heat and moisture. Heat and moisture. Okay, increases the infection. Okay, and these ringworms, if you see, affected areas are commonly armpits, okay, groin, okay, folds of skin, wherever you have skin folds, okay, and between fingers and toes. So in between two fingers, Okay, there the gap will be having little bit more temperature, right? Little bit more. If you see the whole finger and in between the two fingers, if you place your hand, okay, you can feel little bit it is warm, right? And a little bit moist also because of sweat. Okay, so in those areas, because of a little bit warm temperature and moisture, the fungus can grow more. Okay, so in that areas, more infection will be seen.
Sir, what is that second place?
Groin. Groin is between the thighs. Same word we are using repeatedly, and again there is a problem. In bubonic plague also we use the word groin. And in this, if you see, there are specific fungi which will cause ringworm in specific areas. For example, Taenia curis. It affects groin.
Ringworm can happen also in face also, sir.
Yes, it can occur everywhere on the skin. Wherever you have skin, it can occur. I said, nails, scalp, anywhere. These are more commonly affected areas, I said. Okay, so groin and perineum, Taenia curis, Cruis. Okay.
So
perineum is a gap present between the penis and the anus. The space between your penis and anus is called as perineum. Next, Taenia barbae. Okay, this will occur near the face, neck. This will cause ringworm in face, neck, beard areas. Okay. Then you have Taenia pedis. It will cause athlete's foot. Athlete's foot. Okay. So athlete's foot, people who are a sports person, they would know. They use a lot of shoes. You wear shoes for a very longer time, and
Yes,
if there
sir.
is some infection, you'll get athlete's foot. Okay, so foot is affected. So a sports person usually suffer from Taenia pedis. Okay, is it clear? So these are things related to the fungal disease, and the only thing you can do is ointments can be used. Okay, antifungal treatment. Treatment over here, antifungal
So
medicine.
person will not die here.
Why will person die with ringworm? My God. Means you want people to die because of all the diseases, huh? If all the diseases will cause death, then what is the use of doctors? Who will come to doctor then if everyone will die? So treatment will include antifungal medicines, and best thing is prevention. How can you prevent?
Hygiene.
Prevention by
Don't use others person's belongings.
maintaining hygiene.
Sir,
Okay, so a proper hygiene if you maintain.
sir, in the
No
television
general doubt.
commercials will get no, sir, all the ointments regarding ringworms. The same one, no, sir. Sir, in the television commercials will be getting some ads, no, sir. So the same for the ringworm, sir.
Yes, they are for the ringworms.
Sir, what is the second Taenia, sir? Second Taenia.
Barbae, Barbae.
Okay, sir.
Common protozoan diseases. See about the protozoan diseases in the list itself, in the previous list. Do you remember? We have given certain diseases names, causative agents,
Yeah.
and how they get spread. Even
Yes,
the
sir.
mode of spread also I have given. So you can
Yes,
go
sir.
through that table. Go through that table. Okay. And here we'll be talking in detail about two diseases,
Malaria and
amoebiasis and malaria. Okay, so the first disease here that we'll be discussing is amoebiasis. Okay, also called as amoebic dysentery,
Elephant foot.
okay. About one more dysentery we discussed, right? That was bacterial dysentery caused by Shigella.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here the causative agent if you see, it is Entamoeba histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica. Okay, and the infective stage for humans is tetranucleated. You'll understand. We'll talk about life cycle, so don't worry. And pathogenic stage. Say infective stage means the stage that enters. Okay. Enters the body means causing infection. Pathogenic stage means damage, which causes damage to the body. That is the pathogenic stage. So the pathogenic stage over here is the trophozoite. Okay, the pathogenic stage is trophozoite. And in this also magna form. Okay, the magna form, right? Mode of transmission, if you say, mode of transmission, okay, it is by fecal-oral method, that is contaminated food and water, okay, and even houseflies. Houseflies may even act as mechanical vector. Okay, houseflies may act as a mechanical vector. Okay, how? If they're mechanical device, they contaminate food. Okay, is it clear? Then symptoms. Symptoms, if you see, symptoms over here, it is characterized by constipation. Initially, there will be constipation. Okay, constipation, abdominal pain. Abdominal pain will be there. Okay, cramp in abdomen. Cramps will develop in the abdomen. Okay, and stools with excess mucus. Okay, excess mucus and blood clots. Stools with excess mucus and blood clots can be seen, right? And say here the dysentery, there could be loose motions also sometimes. Okay, that is the reason it is called as the dysentery. So treatment. For treatment, antibiotics can be used. Antibiotics, and prevention is best, right? Prevention by screening of food and water. Means you have to eat clean food, drink clean water. Okay. So boiling the water before use. Boiling water. Okay. Heating food. Okay. Covering the food. Okay. Let me just ask you a question. How many of you over here like Pani Puri? Tell me.
Me, sir.
Only Murali Krishna.
No, sir. I have.
Sir,
Jay Shankar also, Srijan
Me
also.
eight Pani Puri, sir.
Okay,
I have been
okay.
eating Pani Puri since 5 years.
Sir, that too roadside one only.
Acha, who likes roadside one?
Sir,
Murali Krishna, you like roadside?
Jai sir.
Roadside.
Yes.
Sir, I like the person who
stopped
does
eating
not
it,
hand wash and
From Corona time, sir.
Acha. Okay. So let us say Murali Krishna and Jai Shashank. Hands down. Hands down. Okay. So let us say Murali Krishna and Jai Shashank. These are two people. Let us say Jai Shashank. Jai Shashank is suffering from amoebiasis. Okay.
Sir.
And let us say they are living in some remote village area. Arey, wait. More story, man. How it is getting transmitted, for that I am telling you, right? So Jai Shashank is suffering from amoebiasis, living in some remote village area outside the Hyderabad city or something like that. Okay. And as he is suffering, he goes in open field for defecation. Okay. Let us say openly he defecates. Right? And after some days, let us say he got cured also, not a problem. Okay. And some houseflies were roaming around that fecal matter. They sat upon that fecal matter. Okay. And they have taken the tetranucleate cyst on their body. Okay. And these houseflies, they were going here and there, here and there. Okay. And they settled upon the Pani Puri vendor. Right? There was a small roadside Pani Puri shop nearby. And these houseflies, they sat upon the Pani Puris. Okay. You'd have seen, right? There are so many houseflies will be moving around. Have you seen?
Yes, sir.
So imagine that housefly sat upon it. Where did it sit initially? On the fecal matter. Now where did it sit? On the food. Right? And Murali Krishna happily went to that Pani Puri shop and started enjoying Pani Puris. He was relishing the taste and all. Right? But alas, he did not know that those Pani Puris, they had the tetranucleate cyst, which houseflies brought and placed it on them. Now he happily eats, goes home after 2-3 days. He starts having an upset stomach. Okay, and starts showing all the other symptoms. So how did the pathogen enter the body of Murali Krishna? From oral method, right? From contaminated food and water. How did it come out of Jai Shashank? Along with the fecal matter. This is the fecal oral method. Understood the fecal oral method?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So Murali Krishna, be careful.
Okay, sir.
And Jai Shashank, don't defecate in open area. This is the reason government has taken initiative. Do you know now? Like from 2-3 years,
Yes, sir.
a lot of advertisement related to building
Yes,
of
sir.
laboratories in the villages, right? Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, yes. So this is to prevent the transmission of certain diseases.
Sir, that's why the taste of the Pani Puri is awesome, sir.
Okay, so he relishes the taste. So see,
Sir, few years back there was a news that through this Pani Puri vendor, the
general doubts not allowed now. Life cycle of Entamoeba. Okay, so within the life cycle only, I'll give certain points also. Okay, so say we'll start with the tetranucleate cyst. Okay, so we'll start with the tetranucleate cyst. Okay, so what is this tetranucleate cyst? If you see the tetranucleate cyst, in the sense there will be a covering. Covering will be there, right? So this covering, if you see this covering, within this it will have a certain nucleus. Okay, it has 4 nucleus. Tetranucleate, you are saying, right? 4 nucleus. Okay, and 2 chromatin bodies. Okay, and 2 chromatid bodies. Okay, and rest of it as the cytoplasm. Okay, so this is the cyst wall, right? And these are the nucleus. Nucleus are 4. This is chromatid. Okay, chromatoid bodies. Okay, so the tetranucleate cyst, it enters the body of human, right? So it enters into the body of human. So we can say it is the ineffective stage. Okay, it is the ineffective stage. Okay, now it will enter the body of healthy host. Enters body of healthy host. Okay, it enters the body of healthy host, right? It has reserve food, glycogen, right? Now, what will happen when this tetranucleate cyst or quadrinucleate tetra or quadrinucleate cyst enters into your body? Okay, in stomach, it will not have any effect. See, the cyst wall is to protect. The cyst wall protects it. Okay, when from stomach, okay, from stomach it will come out into the small intestine. So in here I can say in ileum, last part, or cecum, in ileum or cecum. Okay, X station occurs. Okay, means the cyst will break. Okay, the cyst will break, and from cyst what will come out? The amoeba comes out. So let us say in this way, the cyst that we have. Okay, the cyst, it breaks. Okay, and from here the amoeba this way. Okay, in this way we are making the amoeba, the nucleus. Okay, it is coming out, right? This is the process of excitation. Okay, after excitation, if you see, after the excitation is done, you have the metacystic form. After excitation, the form that comes out is called as the metacystic form. Metacystic form. Okay, is it clear? So this metacystic form now, it undergoes binary fission. It undergoes binary fission. It starts dividing by binary fission. Binary fission, and as a result, it forms 8 amoebulae. It undergoes division and forms 8 amoebulae. 8 amoebulae will be formed. Okay, so here I can say 8 amoebulae or daughters are formed. Okay, these are, we can say, young trophozoite. Okay, young trophozoite. Now, within the large intestine, this young trophozoites, if you see, these young trophozoites, they grow in large intestine. They grow in the large intestine and they form adult stage. Okay, this is the adult stage. This is the lobopodium, the pseudopodia. Okay, plasma membrane. Okay, then it will have a nucleus. Okay, then there is a presence of food vacuole. Okay, food vacuole. These are the food vacuoles. Food vacuoles may have presence of digested RBCs in them. Okay, so nucleus and food vacuole with RBC. Okay, means digested RBC, nucleus. This is the trophozoite stage. Trophozoite stage or adult stage. Okay, and this stage is pathogenic. Pathogenic in the sense causes damage. Okay, feeds on RBC. Okay, and remember this pathogenic stage. Okay, it is present in submucosa and mucosa. Okay, present in submucosa and mucosa. This trophozoite, it further divides. Okay, divides by binary fission. It divides by binary fission. Okay, and two types of amoebae will be formed. Two types will be formed. Okay, one let us say is magna. It is pathogenic. Okay, present in mucosa or submucosa. Okay, and this particular is minuta, non-pathogenic, found in lumen. Okay, it will be found in the cavity of large intestine. Right, now this non-pathogenic form only, okay, it will form the pre-cystic form. Okay, non-pathogenic form minuta, you can also call it as pre-cystic. Means before cyst formation. Slowly, when it is present in the lumen, now it will develop a cyst around its body. So it will develop a cyst. Okay, now inside the cyst, if you see, this amoeba will be present inside the cyst. Okay, inside the cyst, it will have a single nucleus and food vacuole. Okay, within the cyst only, within the cyst itself, the nucleus will divide. The nucleus divides inside the cyst wall. Okay, and there is a formation of binucleated cyst. Okay, binucleated cyst. Okay, and then it will divide to form the tetranucleate cyst. This is the binucleate cyst, and then the tetranucleate cyst. And this tetranucleate cyst, okay, this tetranucleate cyst comes out of the body. Okay, so the cyst, it is coming out of the body. So here, right, cyst comes out of body along with fecal matter. Okay, along with the fecal matter, the cyst comes out. And when the cyst comes out, we can say this cyst will infect, okay, the another host in the quadrinucleate cystosome. Right? Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt with respect to the life cycle of entamoeba?
Sir, can you show
What
the
happens to the magma, sir?
One point I will write here. It doesn't have contractile vacuole. Yeah, someone was asking something. Tell me.
Sir, what happens to the magma, sir?
Magna, it is a pathogenic form. It will remain inside the submucosa and it will keep on causing damage. Pathogenic stage, na?
Sir,
So
can you
in a
make,
person,
can you make the paper little short so we can take this whole cycle into one?
Can you zoom the page, sir? Your
zoom in or zoom out?
Zoom out.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Done.
Sir, done, sir.
Yeah. So I hope it is possible now.
Upper part is not visible. Some.
Array, this is only the upper part.
Yes, sir.
Tetranucleate, from
Complete.
there only we started. From tetranucleate cyst only we started.
Sir, today.
So till here you can prepare for your examination. In our tomorrow's class, we'll start with malaria.
Sir, no punchable.
Sir,
Huh?
in exam there is no malaria. Sir. Top.
So in the exam there is no malaria. I know that. I said not till here you have an examination. I said.
No,
If
sir. I am
tomorrow will be
The thing which we have on Saturday, do we have tomorrow?
thing which we have in Saturday. What?
Sir is telling to prepare till here. Tomorrow, sir is gonna continue.
Yeah.
Sir,
So these people are new people. Maybe they are new people.
Sir, no, sir, I'm asking tomorrow Menti will be here. I'm asking, sir.
Menti, I said, no, we have cancelled the subscription because colleges are about to open. So colleges are about to open, so the subscription is cancelled.
Sir, last month paper.
Abe, subscription is not there, then how to conduct Menti for you?
Sir, all will give 10 rupees.
Yes, sir.
Yes, hello, who is this? Giving 10 rupees. Utility.
Sir, it is
Yes,
not
sir.
possible at Africa.
Can we have quiz on the Telegram?
Yes, sir.
Telegram quiz will have, but many people have not attended the Telegram quiz.
Sir, they have, sir, but you send the link in group, so we'll join.
Sir, something glitch is there, sir, in that.
No glitch. Around 50-60 people attended.
Sir, we will, sir. You send now, we will join.
Sir, if you send the link, we cannot join sir, from the laptop.
Then we show. Sir, we can join, sir. We have to download the Telegram desktop app, then we can join, sir.
Bye. I have to
Yes, sir.
class to take.
Sir,
Bye.
Sir, will you send notes?
Bye.